looks like when you pull it out. I've seen them anywhere from 45 bucks to 340 something. This is what you're really changing. All of this mechanism here, if your fuel pump gauge is working right, that means your cinder's good. This is your cinder mechanism and the float. You don't need to change all of this. So it's very simple. There's two clips on this, one here, one on this side. You spread this canister out a little bit and you pull it off. And there you have it. There's two plugs up in here where you put your wires plug in right there. And this one is for the cinder, this one right here. And the other one's for the fuel pump. It plugs in the top of the fuel pump also. You'll have to cut this hose off the top of the fuel pump. This hose goes here on top of the fuel pump, this barb fitting. It will not come off without being broken, so you might as well just cut it and get it off. You're going to replace this anyway. But you're going to keep the black part. Then you have to take the hose off the fuel pump off of the outlet right here. Again, you have to cut it. Something you got to know about online shopping for parts. I've seen these things for 20 bucks and I've seen them for 45 bucks. Me, I'm going to use the best one I can possibly find because, you know, compared to what they want for these things, this will be fine. Need to make sure of a couple of things. I noticed the $20 ones didn't have the sock on the bottom of it. That's this. And they did not have the hose with it. Let me warn you about a game online and parts. You got to make sure you get all those parts, because what will happen is you'll get the pump and it won't have the sock and it won't have the hose, and you'll call them up and they'll go, oh yeah, the hose is $9 and the sock's $14. You just paid $20 for the pump. It's $23 for the stuff that should have went with it. Now you got $43 in the cheap pump. The good pumps are 40 bucks or so. They have the socks, they have the hoses. The hoses are white, get the hose. So then when you get it back, all you do is slide this guy up in here, hook the connector up to him, back up to the top, slide this guy back on, like he wasn't here, slide this guy back on, click your latches, slide this guy back on here, and click your latches, and you're ready to go. Put your hose on. So it's a way better way to go. I haven't seen anybody show how to do this yet. So just take this pump guy out of this housing, hook up the lines again, put a new white one on the outlet line that goes back to the injector, and hook all your clips up again, and probably be as good as fixed as any. So best of luck to you. I was quoted $1,000 to put this pump in my truck, and when I figured it all out, I was getting ripped off for about $800. So you'll find out that's pretty much the norm, and these guys are really kind of unscrupulous on this, and they know it's a real rip. If you have other vehicles, trucks, this works on avalanches too. It's in the same place on avalanches. Your Escalades that are like the avalanches, I don't know what they call those. So Yukons, Tahoes, Suburbans, works on all of them. So don't get had. Lifting your back seat up, putting in an hour's time, hour and a half, and putting some screws back in, and you put a lot of money in your pocket for that. When did you get paid $800 an hour before? All right, have a good day.